You're listening to Home Sweet Home with Russ, McClellan, and friends. And here's Russ.
Hey, welcome back to Home Sweet Home with Russ, McClellan. I appreciate you listening. You know, we're in our third year. I think we're like 70 shows. And if somebody would have told me 2.5 years ago that we'd have a radio show that lasted this long, I would have bet a lot of money that wouldn't be the case. But it's been fun. You know, we get a lot of people listening, and I hope you enjoy it. I know that I'm not consistent, and I think that's part of the pluses, although I do get in trouble for not talking about real estate once in a while. But I just want to say thank you, really. In a time where there's a lot of turbulence, perhaps being positive and staying humble and appreciating each other is a good thing. And today I'm appreciating Kay Gossage for joining our firm at Keller Williams Realty, North Central Washington. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Russ.
We were talking about viola. Viola. Now, for those of us like me that could, I had a sax in my hands.
Do you need me to tell you what a viola is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
A viola is like a violin, which everyone knows what that is. A viola is larger and a lower pitch, kind of like an alto voice in a choir. So we're first violin, second violin, then viola. So it's still played under the chin, just like a violin.
So is it easy to jump to a violin and play that? Or is it different?
It's a little bit different. We have our own clef, and the violin's way smaller. So it's just, your fingers are just, squished, and I'm not used to that.
Well,
I have played violin, not well, but I have done it.
I always wanted to play, Devil Goes Down to Georgia.
Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll teach that.
I am so envious of musicians. I really am. I love going to the symphonies. I love orchestras in general. I think it's just magical. And you know what? I was thinking about, as we were going to get together today, I was thinking about how orchestras are a lot like real estate, where you have a conductor, maybe that's a DB that tries to kind of move their hands around.
Tells you what to do.
Like
we do our own thing anyway.
Well, it's a real funny analogy because it's like I move my hands around as a DB, but I really don't control anything.
We just look at you like, what?
Yeah, this guy's weird, man. So, but then you have all these people that are working together in a group setting, at least with Keller Williams, because we're really all about helping each other and what I call an abundant mindset, which in real estate, at least historically in real estate, a lot of people have this scarcity mindset. And to me, that means that for me to win, you have to lose. And I just don't believe that. I believe that I want everybody to win. And I think the culture in our company is that, where we are competitive with each other. And we have a lot of brokers pushing 70 and growing rapidly with massive goals. And the more we grow, the more we profit share at about 49%. And we're excited that we're at a spot now where we really just had our biggest month last month ever. And so with you coming on board and expanding, not just because you're in Ephrata is where you live.
I am in Ephrata,
Right.
yes.
What's cool about that is you can get to Wenatchee in about an hour.
I can get to Wenatchee in an hour. I can get to Chelan in an hour. I can be in Moses in 20 minutes.
Right.
Othello, that area, in about an hour.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. And, we tend to have thought of, I'm a lake kid, right? I grew up in Lake Chelan, so it was kind of like, Moses, what? Like that was kind of, I'm an egotistical little braggadocious Chelan guy.
Oh, come on. Lake Michigan, I win.
Yeah. And I used to joke around and say, hey, some people are worldly. I'm countyly. I know where
there
Iniat's
you go.
at.
I know my county.
Yeah, I know
well.
Iniat. I know where that's at growing up. Just never really left that much as a kid. But, as we expand, and we talked about it in the last segment, that people are moving around. And when we're seeing an influx of people, these are the areas that are exciting because the lifestyle that we take for granted, when we look at 300 days of sunshine and within an hour drive, like you're centrally located, you can go to Canada, you can go to Spokane, you can go to Seattle.
Oh, yeah, you can be anywhere. It's
anywhere.
Awesome. Yeah.
Boom. I just think that there's some serious opportunity. We're going to be investing in that area as a company. We're going to be helping you really become a rock star there. Not that you already aren't, but you're.
I can always grow and be better.
Yeah, we all
it's
can,
part
right?
of learning.
We all can.
Part of life.
32 years later, I just realized I don't know that much, and I just do the best I can.
We'll help each other learn.
Yeah, right. So, what are you excited so far? And we're fairly new together as partners in real estate. And because we profit share, all of us are partners with each other. What are you excited so far about Keller Williams?
So far, I'm excited for new growth, new opportunities in Moses. as well as the Chelan Douglas area. I do cover that as well. I'm excited about the future, what's coming my way, maybe more and more in Moses, as you and I have talked about a little bit. And I'm excited, and I do like the fact that there is a limit of what is taken from me. There's a limit on my commission. There's a limit on franchise fees, word I cannot say. And those, after a certain point, that money comes back to me, at least for the remainder of that year. And that's a great way for me to help myself and help the company and help my clients. And it gives a little bit extra back to me the harder I work.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, one of the things about our company, it's called a cap. So we will take a percentage like any brokerage will. And that percentage in most cases is 70-30 in most cases. And then when that 30% hits 17 grand a year, that's all we take as far as our commission split as a company to pay our bills. And the good news is that's not where it ends, because we do profit share above that predictable expense line monthly. And as a transparent company, it's very open, like an open book type company. So for us, what was 25 grand not that long ago, I don't know if you knew that, but it's funny, we've had some, I call them the myths of Keller Williams. Like one of them was that I have to pay 25 grand to join like a country club. And I'm like, maybe that's a good rule. Maybe I should do that because I make a lot more money.
No, I say no.
Oh, no.
I won't allow it.
I got pushback on that one. But no, that's not a myth. You don't pay anything like that. And then when the pandemic hit, one of the things that I really thought about was that it's easy to lead in times that are good, right? Like if you're a general, to use an analogy of military, if you're a general, it's easy to lead in peacetime. I can only imagine in 1940 in Hawaii before Pearl Harbor, the generals are walking around saluting the flag and hanging out on the beach.
Having a Mai Tai.
Yeah, doing some good, not a bad gig, right?
Surfing,
And then all of a sudden Pearl Harbor happened. And a couple years later, you're finding yourself on the beaches of Normandy. And being a general in that time is challenging. And so maybe that's an extreme example, but I kind of do that. Take things to the extreme to make a point. And my point is that right now in the pandemic, one of the things that I thought about was, look, I don't make decisions by myself. We have a team of people, which is exciting because, again, we're smarter together. So we meet every morning on the phone, 4 or 5 of us every morning. And I said, look, it's 25 grand. Let's make it 17 grand. Let's make it $8,000 less per person. So let's give everybody that is working that opportunity to have an $8,000 raise. And I think it's important because it's kind of like if you had to pay a certain amount of school tax and you only had 10 people to pay the amount of money that you needed in your tax, like real estate tax, a portion of it goes to the school. If you only had 10 people paying, it would be pretty high rate, right? Because you have to make X dollars to keep the school around or the police, et cetera. Well, if you have 1,000 people, then that rate can be much, much lower. Right. And so we broaden the base and lower the rate. So as we grow, I am excited about giving even more back.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think we all like that.
And then the education, training, tools, systems, all that stuff is powerful. And I hope what I love about you is your enthusiasm. So what is it about you that makes you so enthusiastic? What drives you? Like you're always smiling and you're happy.
I have no idea how to answer that question.
You just are naturally like happy.
I don't know. I've kind of, it's at that point in my life. I'm however old I am. Kids, everything that's gone on, bad, good, bad, the warts and all, ugly. I just let it all go. Keep the good, got really bad. I love my children. I'm always there for my family, my friends, my clients when they need me. They get a hold of me. I told them 3 a.m. You can text me. I'm not answering you till a decent hour in the morning, but you can still get in touch with me. I just kind of try to let go of the things that are going to hold me back because I've learned why keep them. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. Just let it go. Move forward because the past doesn't matter anymore. It's been done. You can't change it. Accept it. Yeah. So, and every day you wake up, it's like, oh, thank God, and you just crack a little bit.
Right. Well, you're living in gratitude.
And crack, and just start your whole new day and kind of try to just, I don't know, get through it sometimes. And other days you're like, oh, yeah, that was a great day. And other days you're like, oh, God, tomorrow's going to be new.
Yeah. And you know what's fun about that is you're passionate with a purpose, right? And you have some pretty good goals. You want to grow.
I do have big goals. I have big dreams, big goals. I don't necessarily think small. Some people see that as good. Others think it is a little scattered. But big goals are good. It gives you something big to achieve with little steps along the way.
Yeah, big vision, little steps.
Yep.
Exactly.
Big, huge vision.
Yeah, and why not? You know, the game of life, last time I checked, is, we're not getting out of this one alive.
No, and it's worth, if you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Kay, your number, if people want to get a hold of you, which I know they do all over the place, so get your pen out because here it comes. Kay Gossage, Keller Williams real estate person extraordinaire. Her number's 509-668-8338. Just joined our firm and we're excited. We're excited to grow together. We're excited to have fun together. Kay, I appreciate it. You can also email Kay at K-A-Y, Gossage, Gossage, @gmail.com. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk about some interesting things about, I don't know, I think I might dive into some things about ego. Yeah, so we'll be back in just a few minutes with Home Sweet Home, Russ McClellan.
Home sweet home.